Poultry products take up to about 50% of the daily meat intake of the average Ghanaian, representing 1.2 kilograms per annum as against 9.7 kilograms on world average. Miserably, of the 200,000 metric tons of the annual demand in Ghana, less than 20% is produced locally, with a supply gap of between 170,000 and 180,000 metric tons filled by cheap imports from the EU markets, the USA and the world's second largest producer of poultry, Brazil. Stakeholders in Ghana's agri sector, with emphasis to the poultry industry, will now heave a sigh of relief with the successful launch of the Ghana Broiler project. This initiative is in line with President Mohame's resolve to boost patronage of locally manufactured goods, create more jobs and reduce the wage bill in order to stabilize the local currency against the dollar.
The objective of the project is to boost local capacity in the production, processing and marketing of broiler chicken. The target is to produce 30,000 metric tons of broiler meat with an expected increase to 60,000 metric tons by the year 2016.
Ghana's poultry industry used to be so vibrant in the late 60s until some economic liberalization and deregulations of the World Trade Organization were introduced in the mid-80s, which became the largest calamity to the industry. Lauding the sole financier of the first 1 million birds in the first phase of the broiler project, Boris B. Farms and Veterinary Supplies Limited, the Deputy Agric Minister issued a stern warning on acquisition of permits in relation to the Diseases and Animals Act 1961.
It has also come to my notice that some government agencies are issuing permits for importation of frozen meat. This is outright illegal. Please be informed that the Ministry of Food and Agriculture is solely mandated to grant permit for importation of frozen meat and meat products and dairies into the country. We also will wish to also appeal to the supermarkets in the country that they are not exempted from the laws of the country.
She, however, stated emphatically that frozen chicken imports have not been banned. Boris B. Farms is providing over 14 million cedis to finance the first 1 million birds in the first phase of the broiler project.
Of course, we are already in the system. We're supplying already ingredients to a chunk of the poultry farmers, and that's the reason why we are able, and we say that we can do it, that we can also sponsor the broiler project, because 72% of the whole is going to be from feed. And of course, once we have it already, the rest aspect is something that we're going to add up to it, and it's going to make us enable us to sponsor the project.
Boris Bedu outlined some poultry inputs his outfit will be supporting the project with.
Our place is more or less like a one-stop shop. We have, the concentrate, we have the soy mills, we have the maize, which of course currently that we've reduced, of course, and the government, the president was quite very happy about it. And then of course we have concentrates, we have cotton seed mills, we have oyster shells, the toxin binders, we have the lysines, we have many amino acids things, of course, that helps improve upon the immune system on the production of the birds.
I sought to find out the next source of funding after the first 1 million funds from Boris Bedu.
We have more or less come to conclusions where the government has agreed to put in 50 million Ghana cedis, starting with the first 20 million Ghana cedis. This is what will continue with where we will get to with Boris B's intervention.
Members of the Ghana National Association of Poultry Farmers pledged their readiness to sustain the project.
It's a long-awaited day. This project is on our heart. It's going to be started in Kumasi, the Ashanti region to be precise. The farmers are ready, they are waiting, they've prepared their farms. It's going to be a project that is going to bring more jobs in the country and to Ghanaians. It's going to reduce the pressure on the exchange rate. It's going to be a very good project that is going to help everyone in the country.
We are fully prepared for the project. We have selected some big time and average time farmers who are actually going to execute the phase of it. We have some selected from Techima and Wenchi, we have selected from Domahinkro, and we have made some selection from Shinyani and Brekum also. So we are actually not going to joke with it at all.
Almost 1 year now for the preparation. So the poultry farmers, all the regions are ready to take off. Our challenges now is few processing plant in the system, but serious intervention from the Ministry of Trade. Last week you have it on last Friday, tell us that immediately something is going to happen in the Greater Accra region. It's a business opportunity, so we are appealing to the businessman to come on board to put some processing plant in place.
Per contractual agreements reached for this project, importers of frozen chicken will have to show an LPO which indicates 40% of what they intend to import will be provided by a local poultry farmer.